Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start our last lesson, which will be regarding LO3. And our LO3 is understanding the role of technology in procurement and purchasing. My name is Anjum Sattar and my email address anjum@ukversity.co.uk. If you have any question, please drop me email on my email address. I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. So today we are doing last lesson. Before starting our lesson, we'll recap what we learned during our previous lesson. So Sana, anything you remember from previous lesson, what we learned during our last two lessons?
We learned about outsourcing, the decision making of outsourcing, and the factors which impact outsourcing in the last lesson.
Brilliant. Yes. So we discuss about outsource. We discuss types of the cost, So really we need to keep in mind when we'll outsource. We discuss some other issues, cultural issues can be in our organization. Maybe we can look around some tariff elements as well in different countries, in different tariffs. In term, of course, it come under costing perspective as well. We discuss opportunity cost. Do we know what is meant by opportunity cost?
Yes. A cost which could have been utilized in something else but is lost.
Good. And we discuss about relevant, irrelevant costs.
Yes. The costs which are which actually play. Sorry, I'm unable to reiterate it.
No problem. That's fine. Relevant is that's relevant to the decision. The cost which incurred due to this decision, whatever we are going to be make, like as an outsource. And irrelevant is mean the cost which won't happen. Yes. The irrelevant to this decision. Either we do or we don't, still will be happen like a fixed cost. So we discuss then semi-variable cost, fixed cost, the cost will stay the same. Variable cost, the cost will change with the level of output. We discuss per unit cost as well. The cost per unit is always try to be, we need to look around what effect will be per unit cost is supposed to be dropped, not increased due to the outsource. So that's the outsourcing main purpose, to reduce the cost. But other, we need to look around the copyrights. We need to protect our culture as an organization, our goodwill as an organization. Always we need to. Then today lesson we'll move forward and we'll go through our LO3, understand the role of technology. So we'll go through the technology play a significant role now. There are a lot of software. We're not really looking to dig out different software, or we'll discussing the role of technology in procurement and purchasing process in our organization. We'll discuss role of e-procurement, what is about. We'll discuss some challenges can be this organization can face, due to the e-procurement. So that's all will be focused. We during lesson 1 as well we discuss what is our inductive content, what we're supposed to be covered. We discuss different factor affecting organization behaviors, and B2B and B2C we discussed last lesson as well. We discuss buying procedures, some negotiation, contracting, contract management was in our discussion as well. Outsourcing decision we discussed today lesson. We'll go through e-procurement, supply relationship management. That's the key thing in our lesson today will be focus. Okay, technology. What do you think? Sana, what do you think about technology? Is it technology play any role in procurement?
Yes, I think so because a good ERP software would tell the level of inventories and it would suggest the exact time new material has to be procured, and it will keep a record of cost and everything, which will help in making decisions.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I used to work back in 1993 till 2000 in one of our organization back in Pakistan. Initially we used to do bin cards. Yes, just manual inventories and all. Then we moved to IBM system 3090, that used to work satellite. We used to locate the inventory. Before that, we used to be system 36 that can used to call logistic systems. So we can see in which warehouse how much inventory we have, what is we used to be called the high value item in control environment, and the person, if we issue them, we used to be two people supposed to be sign them. So different contract elements and different storage method we used to be. Of course, we learn some FO, first in first out method, last in first out method, and average. But if we have a technology, it can be sort out all inventories and issuing and reordering point. So really, we don't need to reorder. It's a lot of the work will be reduced due to the technology. So there are a number of technologies. The EDI, do we know EDI?
No, sorry.
It's sort of electronic distribution, yes. And where we'll go through different have we learned about ERP system, enterprise resource planning system? Yes, is it through technology? All this is all about the planning tool. There are a number of software we can use it, and different CRM systems as well. So today lesson will look some, and we'll go through and we'll discuss all those. Understanding the impact of e-service on the internal customer is important, or not dispute the data from the research organization. There are there been conducted a lot of research. E-business will be business to business and rather to business to customer. Application both an organization internal services between organization and internal perspective seems to be lacking in the service research, especially in the organization. So recognizing the importance of internal services is not a new. We can look around internal customer as well. Within our organization, we need to be in department and interaction with the external organization. That's key focus will be in our discussion. So next we'll go through e-procurement. So first, what is the procurement? The process of obtaining supply, especially from a government or organization, that's called procurement. What is the e-procurement? Business to business purchase and sales of supplies through our internet. That's the e-procurement. Also known as supplier exchange. And e-procurement is a business to business purchase and sale of suppliers and services over internet. An important part of many B2B sites. Typically, e-procurement websites allow qualified and registered users to look for the buyer or the seller of the goods and services. We have a lot of comparison websites where we can sell our product. Yes, they can provide the logistics for us, Amazon, eBay, and various others as well. Depending on the approach of the buyer and the seller, maybe specific price or invite bids. Transaction can be initiated and completed. Ongoing purchase may be qualify customer for volume discount as well. Do we know settlement discount?
No.
Through e-procurement, settlement discount mean early payment, yes? If you pay within 30 days, you are entitled 5% discount for suppose, yes?
All right.
So we giving you 90 days credit, yes? 90 days credit, but if you pay within 30 days, we'll give you, let's assume we'll give you 5% discount. That 5% discount is called early settlement discount, because you have a 90 days credit, but you're paying in 30 days, but you're entitled 5% discount. Do we know the trade discount?
Yes, the trade offers that if you buy 6 cartons, you'll get 1 free.
Yeah, so if a trader get the discount, or we also can, other type of discount is a bulk discount, yes? At the time of the purchase, you will get the trade discount. So e-procurement can be sought out all these, based on our relationship with the supplier and the customers as well. E-procurement versus traditional. So traditional, we used to look around the needs, we get approval, then we inform the purchasing department, then we request the quotation, then we'll get approval, then we create the purchase order, then we receive in a 1 week. Yes, that was the traditional. But no internet. We look around the needs, yes. Search approved electronic catalogs and approved online, order online and receive in 2 days, even in 24 hours. Like in UK, all the fuel pumps almost, and the various other pick is called pick points. Uh, what they, if you want to be order something online, they say, oh, you're nearby this shops and this code, and will deliver the item in 3 hours at that point. So you go there whenever you're free, just enter the code and get your box, collect your box from the boxes, pick points. So in the past, parcel we used to deliver at home. Now a lot of things change. Then under the e-procurement, we have a e-tools that replace the traditional procurement. E-sourcing. What is the e-sourcing? It support the specification phase. It's identify a supplier that can be used. Selection phase. E-tendering. Do we know e-tendering?
It's supporting through an ERP software, the tendering process.
Yes. So that's the e-tender, online tender. Yeah. That's the key. There are a lot of technology activities we can use it. We're not looking too much technology, but we're looking the role of technology in procurement. Usually included the support of analysis and assessment activities that can be e-tendering, e-reverse auction, support the contract phase, it enabling closing a deal with the supplier. Yes, you have lot of quotation, you have lot of auction, but you can be close it. ERP is a e-ordering and the web-based is called ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning, is a process of creating and approving procurement requisition, placing purchase order, as well as the receiving goods and the service order by using the software system based on the internet. So like now, all especially in here Royal Mail, we have an online system. We can track item where is which depot at the moment now. I think so. In Pakistan now, there is a post office. They have started same service as well. So which is yes, enterprise resource planning, where is a tracking order tracking system in place as well within. E-informing is not directly associated with the phase in the procurement process. It is the process of gathering and distributing procurement information both from and to internet and external body using internet technology. Any question there?
No.
No question, Sana?
No.
Okay, next we're looking now e-procurement process. As all we discuss, sourcing, buying, yes, all we can do through tendering. Yes, manage our demands. We can analyze the speed. Buying, of course, we identify the need. We can create requisition, approval, create purchase order. All this can be through different, the technologies, and sourcing, of course, where you can. Maybe you can relocate. You don't need to be stored really in your warehouse. You can be a middle person. Yes. Instead of you storing yourself is the time. Basically, we're always looking the time. Why we store in our warehouse? We have a holding cost involved. We have inventory, the cash blockage as well, cash flow issue. So this e-procurement process is also quite useful. Then we have e-procurement tools and application include electronic system to support traditional procurement. EDI. What is the EDI? Is called electronic data interchange. we can electronically data. We can say how much is the demand. You can see the trend. I can see your desktop. It's called on the trend. Basically, we can see ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning System. Internet has the support or the complement to the traditional procurement. Electronic mail, yes, of course, each stage, you will receive the email as well. The web enable EDI, extensive markup language, different languages it can be converted. World Wide Web can be interlinked with it. Internet tools and the platforms that replace the traditional procurement. There are a lot. Any question there?
No.
Okay. Impact of internet service on procurement, e-procurement. There are a lot of internal customer and the e-procurement. We can look around, those have. There are number of literature is internal service, e-service and e-procurement. We identify the three main elements of internal service performs. First, we can look around the cost, efficiencies and expenditure that can be through e-procurement. Efficiency can be improved, expenditure can be process confirmed. Yes, we can confirm again the order quickly. Internal customer satisfaction. Of course, if it is doing internally, it can be satisfaction as well. In the e-procurement, internal processes efficiency, automation are seen to be the key driver increase the process efficiency that due to the e-procurement. The cost per transaction using the e-procurement reduced by 65% compared to the traditional procurement, because you have to write the letter, you have to send the faxes. Now you can do everything on tracking system. Yes, now is a smart factory concept is embedding as well, which is quite good, in terms of as the lorries enter into the warehouse, we know how much is stock available. Yes, and its tracking system will be help us. While the procurement costs are reduced through the economies of suppliers search and increase the price competition among the suppliers. There are the lot of literatures. E-procurement are focused on the indirect purchase, maintenance, repair, and operating supplies. Key issues is high level of so-called Maravik of the process purchasing, improve the ease of the procurement through use of course the network protocol such as intranet and internet, encourage the user to be buoyed by the procurement process. Link the benefit of the procurement process, compliance. We have a big issue is a compliance issue. What do you think about data, security of data, credit card, debit card? Yes.
Yes.
That's a huge, due to that we have a big challenge in e-procurement, e-selling, all these as well. Because every country have a different data protection. GDPR, we call this the latest. We have in UK, in European countries as well, GDPR is the General Data Protection Regulation. Any internet information, it can't be stored without the permission of the client. So that's a huge. Next are, so that was the 3.1 and 3.2 we examine the role of the e-procurement and purchasing. We're looking at management of an organization. So really we're looking in our organization, how e-procurement. So e-procurement companies are using e-procurement to flow of document by automating the document generation process. Invoice will be automatic generate, receipt will be automatic generate, warehouse receipt will be automatic generated. So you're not doing things, you just electronic barcode, you're scanning it, everything will happen. The benefit of electronic generating and transmitting purchasing related document include, like now we have is called QuickBook. The link with the HMRC, we can see how many things we purchased, how many things we sold. Automatically, we can calculate how much tax we're supposed to pay to the relevant authority, tax authority. So virtual eliminations of the paperwork and the paperwork handling, that was the huge problem, how we can store the paperwork. Reduction in the time between the needs in recognition and released receipt of an order. Improve communication both within the company and with the supplier. Like, think about the food you order online, yes? They deliver at your doorstep, and you can see in how many minutes, in how many hours food will deliver at your doorstep. Yes? And the complimentary documents are, if they offer you something free as well, you can see what promotion and what things you will get with it. Reduction and in errors, yes, human can make errors, but then now we have a automated system that can be help to reduce these errors, because you do order online and what you want really they should deliver it. So we can easily, if somebody taking order over the phone, it can be create a problem. Yes, maybe in different languages, different communication, quantity, discount. So if you typing yourself, it can be easily we can interpret and it can be record. So errors can be reduced. Reduction in overhead costs. What is meant by overheads?
The operating cost and the manufacturing cost.
Hmm, manufacturing cost can be direct cost. Overhead is an indirect cost. Yeah? Like
Yeah,
in
the
the back office.
utility and everything. Yeah.
So reduction in the time spent by the purchasing personnel on the processing purchase order and invoices, and more time spent on the strategic value adding purchasing activities. Any question there?
No, thank you.
Okay, next we have some sort of the case study, some research been happened. Many spend analysis system capture the data only after the money is gone. Honeywell, one of their one source, by contrast, is likely an expanding universe covering both backward and the forward spend data. It gives the company quantity managers a way to spot the strategic sourcing and spend management opportunity in a real time. So powered in I2 technology, SRM is strategic sourcing platform. One of the source automatically gathered the procurement data from 107, eventually 152 Honeywell locations, and the data available for the analysis and the decision support span. So that's why maybe you heard about the degree is called analytic. Basically, it's called data management. Yes, analytica. That's a degree where you looking the trend. Lot of the means, modes, and averages involved in it. But the software itself create the graph for you and show the trend, and you as a manager just need to interpret it. So the lot of university teach now that degree is to how we can interpret the data and how we can use that to make the decision purposes. On place, demand are the forecast. Demand from, do we know MRP?
Yes.
What is the MRP stand for?
Material requisition plan.
Brilliant. And not yet purchased, and the supplier master and account payable spend, including off purchase order MRO, and the 17 and 8 data feed captures contract manufacturers bills and all. This is all about different technologies we can use it. We have a SAP system. Have we learned about SAP system? Are we heard about?
Yes, I use it. So
Excellent. So SAP system is very, very powerful tool. Yes. What do you do in SAP?
basically, because I am the demand planner, so I basically run my forecast on SAP. We
Mm-hmm.
are currently evaluating the IBP model, so it runs the statistical forecast. However, the production planning team, they run the MRPs, which automatically create PRs and then POs as soon as they get approved. So I know the whole process.
Brilliant. Well done. Great. Good. So it's quite powerful. So all this is all about how we can this Honeywell, how they understand the future demand by using this e-procurement and data analysis that will help them to be forecast for future. It's quite good, and I picked this from the book. Huh?
All right.
Okay, so next we looking, that was all e-procurement. So next we have a 3.3, critically analyze the key challenges and benefit of using e-procurement in organization. So key challenges, what are the advantages first? We can, regardless of the size of the industry, age, and the businesses who want to be streamlined, optimize their procurement function and find substantial benefit, robust capability of e-procurement software. Yes, so greater process of control and efficiency. That's one of the benefit of e-procurement. Artificial intelligence and the machine learning are powerful tools for process automation, and you can use them create level role appreciate share data, build the touchless process for all your critical workflow, build vendor catalogs and connect it to the contract management, so every order of the product and service is made with the right vendor at the best price, the best possible term and incentive without excessive risk from the, and then connect the procurement of your existing software environment. Any question there?
Um,
Okay, then next, improved communication and organization. So centralized cloud-based database management mean that everyone has the same page. Yes. So that's also help, to be managed. We can manage through smartphones and things. Automation and integration remove the any point, any roadblocks or any needless human errors. So that can be relocate and redistribute. Substantial cost saving. That's the key advantage of substantial cost saving. So is a huge cost saving in threes: man, material, and money. Yes, all e-procurement software doesn't just save your company money with your process improvement. You can actually build a truly cost-effective solution by investing in these e-procurement software, and that will help you to save the time. And we need less human beings. Next, we're looking now disadvantages of e-procurement. That's the big. It can be difficult to assign the true disadvantage to the procurement. A better word is challenges instead of disadvantages, because cultural shock sometimes is difficult related to obtain both literal and creative investment in the digital transformation due to the lack of information. Perceived limitation can be software itself. Sometimes maybe people not use it, like SAP system. It's a huge functionality. It's not mean every issues we can. Yes, we need really good command it. We're supposed to be competent on these. Yes, if I'm right. What do you think, SAP system? We can fully use it?
it
Yes.
depends. I think it depends on the users.
It depends upon the user, how competent you are. Yes, sometimes
Yeah.
if procurement you do and you don't have a knowledge, you can't interpret. Maybe currency, when we're dealing with different countries, different currencies and different culture, that can be create a problem. And situation specific integration issue can be usually related to the lack of planning, poor and incomplete understand, yes, of the goals being addressed through the implementation, confusion, ignorance, yes, related to capability and functionality can be a big issue. So what we need to do, we need to do research and planning for this. We need education and training that will help to reduce these problems, to address the challenges. Transform your business for better with the e-procurement. Yes, transitions to e-procurement doesn't have to be difficult, but by understanding the capabilities of the e-procurement software, So we need to be really understand, yes, solution and handle the specific needs of your procurement function. E-procurement while overcoming the potential difficulties. So we need to connect with the future of the procurement, being crafting the cost-effective futures. So of course, its cost can be reduced. Will e-procurement change the negotiation? What do you think?
Yes, I think it will give better visibility of the data, and if we are putting some points that will give a supplier this much business, we can support it via data. So I think, yeah.
Yes, well done. So we can look around in this case as well. Yes. Will e-procurement? Of course, yes. So supplier relationship management, also known as SRM, is a systematic approach to assess the supplier contribution of your business. Huge. So supplier can be, and we can develop good relationship through e-procurement as well. We can see them, we can involve them, we can see their warehouse, we can demand, and CRM system we can provide customer relationship, and that will also help. I copied some case studies, yes. So we can click there. There are good few cases, so we can read as well. Huh? So in our assignment, we can embed. So when you there, like, four common challenges in supply: people management, poor customer service, and the cost management. Always we need to think about this. So when we'll click there, and that will take us to, it's quite good website. It's called Business Case Study. Yeah? So any case you want to use in your assignment, you can find via search box. Okay, so next and second we have as well. So just a matter of clicking. So that's we need to look around as well. Then we have some result is being recently been research been conducted, and we have a result. Those company use e-procurement, how much benefit of them. Any question there? It's good to look around the data, yes.
Yes, I will.
And in assignment, if we want to embed, we can use just in time. We know just in time and lean.
Yes.
So which we discuss in one of other unit as well, one of other lesson. So that's quite good. So this also help us to save time, and due to the e-procurement, we need only when we need to. We order only things when we need to. Yes, so this is all about supply chain management. Is exciting, important area of study, and specialist companies like Excel are able to be save the world leading businesses and the large amount of money, time and effort by creating, and that data is being used. So that's all about today lesson which we discuss, and we learn about e-learning, e-procurement, and within e-procurement how we can save the cost, what challenges we have, how we can address them. Any questions, Sana?
No, it was fine. It was easy.
Great. So we'll keep up to here.
We need to discuss the assignment, however.